Hello and welcome to yoga. Today we're going to be doing a standing only flow, working through a lot of muscles but staying up and standing the whole time. So if you wanted to take this with you when you went on vacation, didn't have access to the floor, or maybe an injury prevents you going down to the floor, remember you can always use that chair in front of you for extra support. I have a block today to use as we go into some of those standing holds, just to show you some way that we can do some variations. So we're going to start all the way at the back of our mat. Roll your shoulders back, spread your fingers out wide. Find that ground through all 10 toes, pressing down through the heels, finding your hips over your ankles, and close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Start to center your body to your breath. Start to feel the different things your body is feeling in this position. You might be swaying back and forth. You might be noticing heaviness in one area or the other. But just start to make note of the different areas of your body and how they're reacting to how you move. Continuing to take those deep inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. Really centering yourself and allowing all the other things of your day to float off to the side. Bringing your attention just to what you're doing in your practice on your mat. Start to rotate your hands back towards the back side of your body and forward towards the front side of your body. Just rotating in your shoulders, still staying with that breath. Using your breath as your guide, rotating through those shoulders, moving those hands back and forward, keeping the chest tall, your gaze either closed or out, straight forward. Pausing with your palms facing towards the back of your mat. Big inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky, and exhale, lower them back down towards your hip. Inhale to lift your arms up, and exhale to lower them down. Listening to our shoulders, always knowing that we don't have to find access all the way above our head. If that's not available to us, we can stop wherever it is that our shoulders need to stop, right here. And back down, that's fine too. But working and listening to our body, helping our body move more efficiently. And last one, we're going to pause out in front of us, turn our palms into face, pull our belly in just a little bit more, and take a big inhale. Open up your arms, pull your shoulder blades together. Exhale, bring your arms back together. Inhale, pull those shoulder blades back together. Exhale, pull them back together. Anchor yourself through your core. Use that core as your anchor point for your upper body, so you're only moving through those shoulders when you're pulling back. You're not flaring those ribs out. Last one. And bring it back forward. We're going to start to add some leg movement with our arms. So as your arms start to sweep up, as you bend down, you're going to start to bend your knees, lowering your chest down. Inhale up. Exhale, start to bend forward at the knees. Starting to move the body and move some air through your systems. Last one, hold it up. And start to sway your body side to side, side bends, reaching both arms up and over, side to side. We're moving from the ribs and spine rather than the hips and knees. Reaching your arms up, pull your elbows down, press your head up towards the sky. Your chest will float forward just a little bit. Inhale, lift your arms, pull everything back in line. Exhale, puff that chest and look up towards the sky. As you're pulling those arms down, you're pulling those shoulder blades back together, down on your back. And last one. Reach your arms up high. Initiating from our belly, starting to pull the curl in from our belly. Start to roll yourself down, all the way down towards your hands coming towards your legs. This is a great opportunity to use that block for your hands as something to anchor to. You want to find equal weight between the front and back of your foot. And you're going to start to just press that chest down towards those legs and let those arms hang. Some people like to grab a hold of the opposite elbow, create a box around your head, but just let everything hang and become heavy. And then releasing your arms down to either the block or your shins. We're going to press our chest up so our spine lengthens into a halfway lift. And exhale, we're going to lower it back down towards our legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten that spine. Exhale, come back forward. And then roll yourself all the way up to standing. If you had your block, move it out of the way. We're going to take a big inhale, reach up, reach to the side. Inhale up, reach to the other side. Bring it back to center and dive yourself forward, reaching down towards those feet. Halfway lift and fold forward. Sweep yourself all the way up to standing and bring your hands down to your heart. Inhale up, take your arms to one side, back through center and over to the other side, back through center and dive it forward. Lift yourself halfway up and fold. Sweep your arms all the way up to standing and bring your hands down to your heart. Inhale, lift your arms up and reach your arms to the side. Reach over to the other side and come up. Dive yourself forward. Halfway lift and fold. Sweep your arms up, reach up all the way up to standing and bring your hands to your heart. Inhale up, we got 2 more times. Reach over to one side and up, over to the other side and up. Fold yourself forward. Lift up halfway and fold. Reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling and bring your hands down to your heart. Inhale, lift up. Reach it to the side and the other side. Reach it up, fold it forward. Lift up halfway and fold. Reach it all the way up and bring your hands to your heart. We're going to sit back into our chair, and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see my chair. Sitting my hips back in space, equal weight on my feet, keeping my chest lifted. As I sit into my chair, I'm going to inhale up and exhale, sit. Inhale up and exhale, sit. Last time, I'm going to hold this chair down and I'm going to extend my arms out in front of me. And I'm going to start to move through my chest, peeling one arm open to the side, rotating my chest and shoulders towards that side. Bringing it back to center and peeling my other arm open to the other side and bringing it back to center. You can also do this seated if it's too much pressure on your knees. And then lifting up, And bringing our hands back down to our sides. Inhale up, bring our arms down to our heart, sit in our seat, extend our chest, and open arms up to the one side. Hold it open here. Rotate your chest more to the side, but pay attention to your knees staying in line. You can also come up more out of your seat. Rotate back forward and rotate to the other side. Again, paying attention, making sure you're sitting back in your seat, not drifting forward over those knees and toes. Looking straight out to the side and peeling it forward and lifting it all up and bringing your hands down. Inhale up. This time we're going to keep our arms lifted as we sit into our chair. And we're going to lift and lower our arms as we hold that chair. Keep your gaze out in front of you. Keep your chest up. Sitting back into that chair. Having those feet steady. Lifting all the way up and bringing your hands down. We're going to take a giant step forward with our right foot so that our back heel is lifted up off the mat. We're going to lunge into the front knee, keeping that back heel lifted. Now, if you need to scoot that back heel back, you can. You can keep your hands down by your side. You can bring them to your heart, or you can lift them up towards the sky. The back leg is straight and just that heel is lifted, pressing this back towards the back of the room, and your front knee is at a 90-degree angle or less, not coming forward over those toes. We're going to start to drift our chest forward, reaching out in front of us, and lift our chest back up. Again, we can also use a chair, or you can set yourself up right next to a wall for an added little bonus balance help. This does require a little bit of balance here. Lifting it up. And we're going to lower those arms back down and step back to the front. We're going to step back to the back of our mat and step forward with the left foot. Coming into that lunge on the other side. Wiggling those front toes forward so that the back heel is lifted and the front knee is at no more than 90 degrees. Again, those options for the arms. And starting to fold the forward of the chest and reach it up. This is a lot of work with the balance here, so always you can set yourself up next to a wall. You just want the wall on the side of that front leg. Bringing your hands down and stepping it back up to the front. Big inhale up and exhale, fold. Shake out your shoulders. You can do a couple bend and extend with your legs. And then roll yourself all the way up to standing. Big inhale, lift your arms up and take a giant step back with your right foot. Your right foot is going to rotate to the side so that your heel can press down. Your entire foot is pressed down onto the mat. Your front knee is bent into a lunge. We're in our warrior one. Our weight is in the center of our body. Our chest is lifted. Our shoulders are pulled down so they're not right up by our ears. And to open into our warrior two, we're going to open our arms the same way as our legs. So my arms are extending out over the same leg, both reaching out as far as they can away from each other. To move into our reverse warrior, we're going to take that back hand down to the leg, rotate that front arm over, and lift that front arm up towards the ceiling, tilting our head back, arching our spine. We're going to bring our arms back down to our warrior two. Bring our front hand or elbow down to our knee, and our back arm is going to reach up and over, our chest rotated towards the side for our side angle. We're going to bring our arms back up into that warrior two and step ourselves back to the front. Inhale up and forward fold. halfway lift, and fold. Roll yourself all the way up, reach your arms up to the sky and step back with your left foot. Rotate that back foot so that your full foot is pressed down, your front knee is bent into your warrior one. Open your arms the same way as your legs for your warrior two. Paying attention to this front knee. If it's coming in towards the other leg, start to open it up so it's right in line with that hip. Lower the back hand down to the back leg. Lift the front arm up. Making sure you're not pressing into that back leg. It's just a light safety arm back there. Coming back up to our warrior two, bringing that front elbow down towards that knee, and then reaching that top arm up and over. Coming back up into our warrior two, and stepping back up to our front. Inhale up, exhale fold, halfway lift, and fold. Sweep yourself all the way up to standing. Take your arms over to one side and over to the other. And then bringing your arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders back again. Close your eyes, taking your head straight forward, equal weight between your toes and ankles. And again, focus on that deep inhale and exhale. As we move into our balance, you can always move to a wall, but we're going to start to lighten the weight on our right foot, bringing our right foot to the side of our left ankle, making sure not to press out that left hip. Now you can start down here with a kickstand for your legs. You could bring your leg up to your calf. You could even bring your leg up to your thigh. Just please don't do it at your knee, because what I want you to do is I want you to press your legs together and bring your hands to your heart to press your hands together. Coming into your tree. Standing up tall, we're going to find a focal point out in front of us, something that's not moving, something we can stare down and bring all of our focus and attention to. And if you're ready and you want to, you can grow your tree, taking your arms straight up, or maybe they're coming out today, whatever is your tree expression for the day, and remembering to breathe. Another little tip if you're struggling here is if you want to bend that standing leg just a little bit, it sometimes helps to give you more centering through your foot all the way down. Bringing our hands down first and then setting our foot down. Inhale up, exhale down. We're going to do the same thing on the other leg. Lightening our left foot, rotating it open to the side. Then either bringing it to that kickstand at the bottom, bringing it to our calf or to our inner thigh, bringing our hearts together, hands at our heart, pressing our legs together, pressing our hands together so everything is pulling inward towards that center of our being, making sure this outside hip is not kicked out but is pulled in underneath us. And then if you're ready to grow your tree, you can grow it up, you can grow it out. You might just need your arms out, or maybe even your arms low. You find what is the right place for you to be today. Find that focal point. Focus on it. And then bringing back your hands first, and then lowering your foot. Inhale up, and exhale down. Next, we're going to lift our right knee to the front. And you can start again with that kickstand, toes on the ground. Or if you're lifting your knee to the front, you want to lift from your belly, feel your chest, lift up, then lower your ribs, flex your foot like you're stepping down onto a chair. You can keep your arms down by your side or out to the side, whichever is best for you. And we're just going to stand tall here. And then we're going to extend that front leg out in front of us. It doesn't have to lift super high. You don't want to lift it to the point where you have to change the position of your hips. I'm gonna bend that knee in, place that foot down, and shake out those arms. Moving directly into the other side, finding wherever that first spot is for us, settling into it, holding into it, and then extending that leg out. You'll notice my leg is not lifted very far, but it is kept my hips in line and level as I move that leg out there. Pull that knee in and set that foot down. Big inhale and exhale. We're going to extend our leg back behind us, our right leg back behind us, taking it just behind us on the mat. I'm going to turn to the side so you can have a better view of what I'm doing. I'm going to keep my arms down by my side, and with a little bit of bend in my standing leg, I'm going to lift that leg only as high as I can tilt my upper body forward. Now I'm able to go pretty close to flat here, but you might be right up here at an angle. You just want to have a straight line all the way down your body. Your hip and knee are still facing towards the ground. Your fingertips are pulling back, keeping your shoulders down and back and engaged. Lift up through the belly. Feel that belly pulling up and in so that you have it nice and tight and supported. And then you're going to unhinge, place that foot down, and go to the other side. Starting first with that leg extended back, those arms reaching back, a little bend in that standing leg, and then starting to hinge forward. You might notice that one side is harder than the other. Pulling up through the belly, reaching those arms down away from your ears, pulling those fingertips back. Remembering to breathe. And your focal point is going to be out on a lower angle, not quite down at the floor, but in a line with your spine. And then lift yourself back up. Take a big inhale up and exhale down. We're going to take our feet just a little bit wider, about our hip distance apart. And we're going to finish the same way we started, rolling our shoulders back, taking our arms down by our side, closing our gaze, finding that belly tightness and those ribs down, and just taking those deep inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. And as we take this last inhale, reach your arms up to the sky and bring your hands down to your heart. Thank you all for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day and continue to keep working out.